Probably another one. Here, Bruce.
Oh, thank you.
That's $3.
Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
What's the delivery fee?
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Does anybody have any additions to the agenda?
We put snowplow on there?
Snowplow.
I have to put other shit for the other stuff.
Okay. Any other additions? If not, can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mark, second.
I'll second that.
Second by Brett. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried. Bills, minutes, and treasurer's report. Have a motion to approve the bills, minutes, and treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Brett, second by Maxine. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Maxine, treasurer's report.
The Manor Costerian has finished up the bookkeeping part of 2023. That got sent over to Clifton Larson today. So then they can start working on the audit and then putting in the ending of 2022. So then that one, even though we have our draft, it'll be finalized.
Okay.
And then Manor will start going over 24. So then that's rolling. Gonna start working now on the summer taxes for 26, so they can be mailed out by the end of the month. And those will be due on Tuesday, September 15th.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you. All right. Been riding around town recently and I've noticed that We need to step up enforcement of our weed control ordinance. We have a lot of tall grass around town that needs to be dealt with. So, what I would like to do is put a notice in the paper and maybe a summary of the ordinance with it. To let people know that we're gonna be stepping up enforcement for mowing your lawns in town. The weed control ordinance only applies to the in-town part of the township. So, if it's all right with the board, I would like to do that.
What if a house is vacant? What, they're gonna have to come and mow?
Or we mow it and bill them,
Okay.
and then it goes on their taxes if they don't pay the bill we send them. That's all written out in the ordinance
Okay.
for that. I mean, I'll go over it with Tinty first, but that's how it reads to me.
Okay.
Snowplow?
Do you need a motion for that? Do you approve that?
Yeah, I'll make a
Yeah.
motion to put that in the motion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Me and Krogans were talking, now that we have a truck, we can put a plow on. The sewer lot would like to purchase a boss. And we can do our own plow. Me and him can do it, but I'm not gonna afford more than you should go to chores anyways, so. So I got a price from Badger for an A2 is $9,700 to put on the whole works. So what did we pay last year, Maxine and plowing, do you know?
No. Did you have a,
And I didn't have a moment when I got home today to even look. Yeah,
But I mean, it
We
paid,
can get those
Yeah.
numbers ready for next month.
yeah, for next month, just so we can see,
yeah, I'll get that ready for the next meeting.
yeah.
yeah, last year was what, exceptional in the snow
Right.
department.
Yeah,
But,
Maybe I can try to look the past couple years.
yeah,
Yeah, I do that. Cause hopefully we got time to make this decision before it snows.
you wanna do that sheriff's thing now? I should have.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we were just talking about the weed control ordinance, but,
Yeah. 'Cause
Mark, we all had saw
Luffs,
the Luffs about what Spalding and Powers are doing with the sheriff's department enforcing their ordinances.
That was one of
Yeah.
my questions.
So Mark got a hold of the sheriff, and the sheriff got back to us, so Mark, go ahead.
so he sent us what we have to do. I mean, it's not gonna be free, you know, for them to
Yeah.
deliver
Nothing is free.
Yeah,
a copy of the ordinance, a letter, but if they don't comply, then they can write them a ticket. But you're still gonna have to go to court one way or the other, you know, but maybe, hopefully he couldn't make tonight's meeting, but hopefully he can make July's. But he said if anybody got any questions on the board, they can contact him and he'll, but it's like he said, make sure you give it, you know, discuss with the attorney, which makes sense, so.
Can it be written that, you know, if it comes to that, the expense is gonna go?
That, you'd have to talk to the lawyer on that.
I would like it to be that way.
Well, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be that would be what he thinks. But it don't hurt to look at it and see, you know, so.
I mean, hopefully, just sending a warning letter, like on the corner here,
Yeah,
hopefully all the warning letters will be that effective, because that's all I did with the apartments on the corner here.
That's when the
And we got
dumpsters
action
showed
out
up.
of them, yep, so,
That was gonna be a question tonight
Yeah.
too, but then I see the dumpster and all it's gonna go.
Yeah, I sent that letter out before I left on vacation. And when I gave them until I got back to Acton. Yeah, I was pretty impressed with what they did over there.
Yes.
So, Pat, good to see you.
Yeah.
Fire department's next on the agenda. You got anything for us?
Yeah, I do. Talk about the pump house and, the other pump we wanna work on. We just had some problems with the pump house down there. The electric pump went out. And then somebody kept running it when it didn't have its prime and burnt the packing out of it again. Because they don't know how to run the pump. And then they used the gas pump, which you gotta know how to run that thing. And you can't restrict, it's got a high volume of water to cool that engine because it has a heat exchanger on it. And he overheated the motor and blew 2 gallons of antifreeze out of the motor. Hopefully it didn't hurt the motor at all. But,
Who was running it?
I don't know.
Okay.
And we're gonna change the lock on the door, and there's only gonna be a lock on there for the fire department. If the sewer department wants water, they'll have to get a hold of myself or Ellen Whitens and to do that. Ellen was down there for a day and a half working on that electric pump. We did find in the bottom of the pump there was a plug that rotted out on the bottom of the pump. So we got that fixed for now. How long it'll hold up, who knows, right? But we do have that running again, and we do have the gas running again. We worked on that too, got that going. So they're patched together for now to get us through, but we don't want anybody else using that pumps anymore, unless we're there to run them. So, and then the other pump that we're looking at, I went and looked up by the spillway, and where Whitens is used to have the pipe running in for the mill. Alongside of that, I'd like to put a line in there. I talked with Scott Nowak about it, and he's thought that would be a better idea than on the other side. So I'm gonna look at when he gets back. He's on vacation right now, and when he gets back, we're gonna go up there and look. And we won't even have to put a line out to the lake. What they had there was just a grading system that ran into a trough that was feeding that line over there. So I don't even think we'll have to put a line out into the lake. We'll just make up some trough, into a pipe that'll feed that pump. It'll be gravity flow into the pit, because it's a submersible pump. So what we would have to buy would be just a pit, like from Barker or Culver or somebody like that, and stick the pump on that, and then put a building over the top of it, of course.
Okay.
That would eliminate having to monkey with those pumps down there anymore. That dam on the river is falling apart.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna ask you. What would you think about the idea of replacing that fire dam and expanding that fire pond as an alternative idea?
Well,
'Cause-
they're still stuck with the old pumps
Yeah,
now.
because
Right.
Scotty said that there would be funding available to do something like that.
Well, for a water system, he said, not for a system like that. Yeah, if you wanted to put in a water system for town, he could get $10 million for that. He goes, but for a fire system on its own, there's no money out there for that.
There's none for
No.
that.
There's nothing for that. So, we're back to the same route. We still have the old pumps down there, right? They're old, 1950 motor on there, and I don't know what that electric one is. That's pretty old, probably 40s, probably. So, we're lucky they lasted this long. We replaced all the lines, probably going on 30 years ago now.
Yeah.
Check valves all the way from the building under the road to the creek, strainers and the box out there, the dam we did, but it's 30 years ago, it's falling apart. And then you gotta contend with that all the time, where if we just get up by that lake, get endless supply of water, you don't have to worry about that creek drying up when we get dry spells here, that dries right up, just about. So, yeah, I think the lake's the best, especially for that type of pump. And and you always can build from that system. You could put in hydrant systems with that system. It's a big pump. You know, it fed a building 4 blocks big in the city, you know, in Sheboygan.
Yeah.
It's a nice pump. So
But then aren't
we-
you, can't go by the railroad tracks with that? You can't go under them to have hydrants in town.
Oh, you can go underneath them. You just gotta get permitted to go underneath them. What we would do if we do put it up by the spillway, the pipe would have to go underneath the creek, first of all, because we're on the other side of the creek now. So you'd have to go under the creek, which is not a big deal. I mean, you do that all the time. The sewer system's done that, right? They're underneath the tracks over there on 388 and Railroad Avenue. They go under the tracks. They go under the tracks right up here, and, you know, 388 and Anderson. So getting underneath the tracks, not a big deal. It's just cost.
Money.
It's money to put a system in like that. But if you can build and maybe get a grant here and there or something, I don't know. I mean, you know, sooner or later something's got to pop up or something like that, you know. But it would be nice to get a hydrant down Railroad Avenue down that way. You know, get to the museum. You know, get a hydrant there. Anywhere is better than nothing. We had them. The system that's there now fed all the way from the pump house all the way to the broad axe. There was a hydrant line that ran all the way through the alleyways here.
Yeah, it ran right back here.
Yep, all the way through here, ran to the broad axe.
Yeah.
But it started failing, and we replaced 40, 60 feet of pipe every year, and the next year we come along and charge the system, and it blew out in front of that, you know. Finally it blew out behind the store over here, and we just gave up. It's just all rotted out. So,
Have you been looking for any grants?
yeah, I've been looking. There's not a,
Nothing?
not for, you know, unless you're gonna put in a whole water system for the town,
Oh, they
there's
got
all
all
kinds of
that
money, because it
thing.
gets tied together, right?
Okay.
The fire system gets tied together with that, but I know there was quite a while ago, Bob Girdle, you remember that when they put it out there for the people to, if they wanted the water system or not, they got voted down
Yeah,
big
I
time.
remember that.
Yeah, you know, nobody wants the water. They want their own water, right? Their own city water. So that would be the right way to go, but nobody wants it, right? Small town, you know, can't blame them. You know, so, but this is our next best option, and you always can build off of it. Even if you go 100 feet a year or something, whatever you can afford, dig it and drop some pipe in, put hydrant in, you know. It's better than nothing. But we rely on that system down there, filling our trucks.
Yep.
A structure fire is nothing to go through 70,000 gallons of water. That's nothing. So
That's for the whole township.
that's for the whole township, yeah. So we send all our trucks to get filled up. Otherwise, you gotta park a truck, and you gotta man a truck there along the river. We're here, you don't have to man anybody there, you know? So, and it doesn't tie up a vehicle either. But it's getting to that point where the pumps don't have a lot of life left to them, you know? Like I say, Ellen spent a good day and a half down there working on that thing, getting it back up and running again. Pull all the old packing, put new packing back in it, and fixed up the steps in there, or it was all rotten apart in there. He did a nice job down there, so.
Yeah.
Well, should we get Scott here?
We're gonna get back from hunting.
And then move forward on it?
Yeah, we'll get going on it, and I'll get them up there by the dam, and we'll look at it, see what.
Now,
I mean, not the dam.
if we were to put in the type of system that you're talking about, where it shoots off to the side like that, say we were to have a situation like we just had recently again, would that pump or that system be able to help throw water
Oh, yeah.
in a
Oh, yeah.
like in a situation like if we needed to
Push it out.
reroute some water with that pump,
Oh, yeah, you could do
we could do that?
You could
Oh, yeah.
Over the
Because
field.
Yeah.
what we would do is, there's a relief valve on
Because
there.
we'd almost have to, because if that was gravity fed from the pond and the water got that high again, you'd have to alleviate the water in the pit
Well,
anyway.
you'll have a line coming in, and you'll have a line going out above that, maybe a
Okay.
foot, whatever deal determine whatever the height would be. So if the water gets too high in there, it'll just run back
It'll
out
just run back.
and down the spillway, right?
Okay.
You run a pipe down, out that way. And also, there's a relief valve that's usually set at 150 PSI, and it's gotta blow back out of there too. So when you're not running the full amount of water, that pump's running wide open, it's gotta push the excess water out somewhere, so it's gotta go out that pipe. So
Okay,
you would have an excess pipe going into the spillway. That would be the plan anyway.
all right.
But he didn't seem to think it would be a better deal up there, you know. You know, one of the options was to fix what's there, but we don't wanna mess with that no more because the pumps are, and then you gotta deal with the winter time because the pipes aren't that deep below the road.
No, we
So you
don't,
gotta be down there at least twice a week to run the pumps
or we'd
in
have
the
to,
winter when it gets
we'd have
cold.
to put in heating coils or something, so you wouldn't have to worry about that, you know?
Yeah, but it's just, if we were to do a new system, you'd have to go on the other side of the road, put up a building. That under the road thing is,
Yes, you get so much traffic on there too, just pounds the frost off.
yeah, it's not a good thing. I mean, years ago, it was, that steam engine was in there, and they had steam pipes underneath there. Because when we replaced all that pipe, we dug it up, it was all a 2-inch steam pipe in there.
Okay,
That's what they kept it from freezing. So, but, yeah, the ideal place is up by the spillway. I would have liked to be on the dam side. Would be one less thing to go under, like the river, but it is what it is, you know. To get out there, to put a $100,000 pipe into the lake, I think is senseless,
right.
you know. So, if we can just put a grading system off the shore like Whitens has had there, that would more than take care of that pump. Because that's what fed that pump. It was on a river. And they had a cement culvert going out to the river into the pit that fed it.
Okay.
It was maybe, I think it was like 3 by 3, the culvert was. That's what it fed that pump. So.
Okay, well, yeah,
Yeah.
let's move forward on that.
So we'll keep going out, when he gets back, you can get a hold of me, and then we're gonna go up there and look at it, see what we can do. And like I say, it's a dirty shame not to use that pump, because that's, I mean, right now, we're kinda limited with the pumps we do have, we can fill 2 trucks at once, but that thing, you can fill as many as you want. And when you get a big fire, we call in mutual aid, well, you got 8, 10 tankers coming, you know? So, no, it's water. So we'll keep going on it,
Yeah, let's do it.
you know, we might as well make use of that pump.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
plan sounds a lot more,
at least you're using.
like you
what
say, that
you
sounds a
got.
lot more reasonable than sending $100,000 pipe out.
Yeah,
there.
it just, no,
That just seemed too experimental
yeah,
and unproven, you know?
yeah, this is too much. Like I say, I believe we can get away with a grading system like they had there that supplied the mill for how many years, and a pond that supplied too. 2 ponds actually. The hot pond behind the sawmill, and then there was another one right behind the pump house actually back in there. There was one in there too. So
All right.
I'm thinking that it should have plenty of water flow. There's plenty deep, you know. If they can engineer it to get the water to come into it, you know, get our right depth and everything, and, you know, get a building put up over the top of it. Away we go.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming down, it's good to see you.
Right here. You can go anywhere.
You got mail too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
Lots of
that.
mail.
I see that.
Boxes. you
That
got-
box is yours.
Community club.
And the only thing I did is had to chip out a toilet out of the concrete and fix the collar that the plumber already fixed once. That was the main project of this month, so that's all taken care of and the toilet's back running again.
Down here?
Mm-hmm,
The ladies' room?
mm-hmm. See how long it lasts.
And bring up about the rentals upstairs, so we don't have to listen to this shit.
It's, so what I think is common knowledge, apparently isn't common knowledge, that when the downstairs is rented by Community Actions, right?
Oh,
The upstairs is not rented by them. They only rent the common areas down here. So I just wanted to go over that. We had a problem with a rentee and people down here of upstairs thinking that they're renting the upstairs and they are not. So I wanted to make it clear that what they rent down here does not go upstairs. We've been letting people walk up there for years. If it's gonna cause any more issues, and there won't be any more walking then.
Oh, yeah, during the day, that's.
But if it's rented out to somebody, they have the upstairs.
yeah.
Then there's no walking, there's no nothing. 'Cause we need to make as much money as we can with this building. And if you have a rental for a graduation party, they should be in there pushing their tables and chairs all over because they wanna walk. Especially when it's nice outside, you could've walked outside that day. You know, so that way, if we have to put a sign on the door, it's rented for the day, whatever, you know, so we don't have that problem again. Then I gotta hear about when I freaking got out here. It's like,
I took care of it after the fact,
Yeah.
but that doesn't change what went on, right?
yeah.
It wasn't right, so.
But they do, we let them use the upstairs. They
But if
don't-
it's rented, they
Community Action
shouldn't be
doesn't
using it
rent the
because it's
upstairs.
rented.
Right.
Yeah.
And Barb should know that.
And we
Yeah.
talked, we talked about it afterwards, so we come to a consensus on that, but, so obviously we'll have to have a talk with some people upstairs walking, but, yeah, I wanted to bring that up, good thing you mentioned it, about that, 'cause that was ridiculous.
And it makes sense. Yeah.
The other thing is, that equipment in the kitchen, they want us to come up with a price for the 2 stoves, for the oven, the stove, and that cooler. I don't know what shit's worth.
That's pretty old, ain't it?
Because I think
The
what
ovens
the
are
community
old.
action wants to, they're selling everything.
Well, I offered to them, so if we buy it, then we can rent it downstairs and they have a kitchen to use to rent down here. Otherwise, you have no stove, no nothing.
Like $300.
You gotta start somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at it this afternoon.
Yeah,
It's,
the ovens that are old.
yeah, so is that big fridge.
Yeah. Well, them big coolers, though, even to buy them used, they're not cheap
Yeah.
at all.
Well, it's a similar situation to what you had with the Legion stove.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you put a price on it for a while and you wound up giving it away.
Yeah.
Because nobody wanted it.
Right.
Did anybody look into the agreement?
And
that
it
was
did
way
still,
back
that's right, it still works.
With community action, when I was
That,
here,
I don't even know where that would be.
that once that was all improved by community action, they put all the money into there. If they ever pulled out, it was the township's property.
But they're not,
Oh.
but technically, they're not pulling out.
They're just getting rid of it because they don't
'Cause
use
they
it no
don't.
more, but at the same point, I think that would fall
Right.
under the same category.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I would think it would stay with the township.
You would think that they would just give it to us, considering the rent hasn't gone up in how long?
20 years.
Just saying, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, we should write him a letter and tell him.
Well, we can try.
Well, I think-
Anything's worth a try.
Yeah.
Worst they can say is no.
yeah, you gotta start somewhere, so there you go.
Is that it for community club?
That's it for me.
Sewer and parks?
Sewer, we have enough, I think, did you make a copy of the fence?
Yep.
Yep, that you got.
And that's about the cheapest we're gonna get for chain link fence. I'd rather go chain link than that woven. These guys are out of Green Bay. I went out there Sunday and looked at it, and I'll tell you what, if a bird hits it, it's gonna fall over. It's pretty right.
Does it have to be a chain link, or can it be a small cattle fence?
Well, that's what we have now, is that woven stuff.
Dog wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a chain link, you never have to screw it again,
Last month.
you know.
Awful high cost.
Well, the woven stuff that you're talking about is 46,000. And this will have a bar across the top, all the way around.
Is the one on the back basically replacing what we, exactly the same as what we have right now?
I do believe so, yeah. Woven wire, yeah. With the T-posts.
Like, I'm sure that wire fence would last like for a long, long time. I don't even know what the woven ones look like.
I think if you're gonna put like chickens or something in, that the bigger squares.
Cow fence.
Yeah. I think the chain link is the way to go.
Which one, the first or second option? I'm just trying to figure out what's the difference between
Of what?
first and second.
Top one's a wire and the bottom one would be a rail.
So a thicker rail.
It'd be
They
a
would
rail
hold it
across the
together.
top instead of a barbed wire we have out there now.
Is barbed wire okay the way it is though?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for that, the extra money, I don't see the big deal is there. It's a lot of money, but it's gotta get done eventually.
There's somebody walking in the dark and drawing in the shit pond, would be a lot worse than that.
I don't see prices coming down at all on anything, so.
No.
Yeah,
Well, what was it, 3-4 years ago, 38,000 for built the fence and now they're 62,
Yeah.
63?
so like,
That was what, 60?
so like really, like would there be a big difference from the top rail to the tension wire? Like that would make sense of going the extra $5,000 for a top rail?
If you want the rail.
It's just like cosmetic?
I
Yeah,
think it's
I would
considered-
just,
I
I would just go with
The
the.
te- I think
wire
tension
fine.
wire would be the better way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep people out of it, that's all. It's gotta do with it.
Right,
How many people actually go around there?
Be surprised.
More than you think, a lot of guys shoot geese in there and ducks, why they would eat them there is beyond me, but they do
Every year.
every year, which they're not supposed to, but,
All it takes is one.
huh?
All it takes is one.
Yeah. Cause they're still pushing them liners. That's like $2 million to change them. But it they ain't leaking, so. They broke, don't fix it. I mean, but sooner or later, Eagle's gonna say, you gotta change them.
This is gonna be a much easier fence.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Well, I'm in favor of option one.
It says on the back too, if any trees, brush need to be cleared from the fence line, the owner would
We have to
handle
do
it.
that.
Is there a lot of that to be done?
No, this grass, we'll just take the
That's
brush
brush
off,
hog it.
once they get it down and they
Which,
get rid
and
of
that should be done anyway.
all, yeah,
Okay.
they get rid of all the old fencing and stuff too, so.
yeah, I think I would be in favor of one also.
yeah, that looks good.
All right, then I need a motion to go with one, for new fence.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion by Linda, second by Brent, all in favor, say aye.
Why?
Aye.
Can you tell us what the dollar amount is,
Oh.
please?
46,804.
The chain link would be 51,474
That's with the top rail.
with the top rail, which we don't really need.
Yeah, and the 46.8 is a lot better than what you said, the last one was almost 62,000?
Delta fence was 62 something.
No, it was 64,900.
64,900.
64,930.
It's a lot cheaper.
Minutes.
Now, the park update, I don't know if this is part of the park, but that thing with the trees by the Croatian.
Yeah,
Well, it's gone.
I noticed.
I got 2 more calls on it, so I just went, took the inside out, and all I did was just touch it with the forks and just, so I called Dave and I told him to make it. And we were gonna be sitting here for another year, so,
Yeah, I noticed it was laying down in the garage on Sunday when I was
Yeah.
down there.
then I'll scrape it down and paint it up and everything, but
Also on the parks, we should look into putting a shelter over that well
yeah,
out at the point.
Yeah.
you know,
Getting a slab poured and, I'll talk to Kelly about designing a roof to put over it.
yeah.
I'd like to have something like they have it out at the roadside park, that they put over the hand pumps
yeah.
at the roadside park. So it's like two beams going up and. So,
You have one other thing. The guy has a boring hog drill, they call it, for boring holes in them timbers for the dam. I mean, Krolowitz did these with his. Took a freaking beat. This is a big Milwaukee. They're like 300 and some bucks new, and he was selling for 150 bucks. I mean, it's like brand new. But we're gonna have to eventually do some more timbers out there. We have 5 we're gonna put in now. But some of them are pretty rough shape.
okay.
I mean, you can get through the sewer, whatever. Probably what you want to do anyways. But you can use it, you put a hole in a wall or a pipe, whatever. You know, different size bits for it. He got some with it.
I'll make a motion to buy that.
I'll second.
All in favor? And that was 150?
Yeah, that's 3 years ago, he's the guy who drilled the holes in for me when we got to replace 2 other ones.
Who is it?
Dave Malone,
And who's that guy?
he's selling all this stuff.
You didn't?
Can't do that no more, so.
That's something that would have to be kept in a secure place in the garage.
I want to change the lock on that door. And I don't call it, so well, certain ones have the keys. And that's it. Where the roof, where everything is kept. I mean, if we're gonna steal a tractor, well, I think you'll be able to see him doing that hopefully, but.
And then whatever happened with that raft?
The guy sold it,
Oh, okay,
so I've been had my eyes out for one, but I haven't found another one like that one.
okay.
So,
I figured something like that must have went down because you never said anything more about it.
yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled though for another one.
The parade is changed to 11:30 now. And only Powers changed theirs from 10:30 to 10, but it's still that hour. Ours starts at 11. These people aren't gonna be able to get from Powers to here. So I guess you gotta give once in a while. They did. Otherwise, what would we have in our parade? Probably you guys with your trucks and that would be it, you know. I was on the horn today calling Pepsi and all them to put.
Are you just gonna promote anything with that for the parade or anything? You know, the township gonna promote that? You know, people making floats or something, or?
I've been putting it out for the last 2-3 meetings and, you know, to get floats, you know, make it a nice parade. I'm gonna hit up all these kids on these frickin' golf carts flying all over, decorate them
Oh,
up,
yeah, I
go on a
saw.
parade one.
Mm-hmm.
put something.
Cause we're gonna have some old logging stuff set up by the museum. Bunyan's gonna haul over them old wood trays. The Whitens are gonna put logs on, and we're gonna put the old pin saw out there, some of the power saws. Jordan St. John's bringing his grandpa's old cat from when he started. Make it look like it's pulling it, so. And the pond will be the same, pretty much as always.
Yeah, I asked Carol today when she texted me about the moving the parade back. I said, well, can we run the party till 7 o'clock this year then? She said, no, the liquor license only goes until 6. Yeah, so.
I mean, it would be tough, because I know Tommy Wells and them, they wanna be in this parade, you know, so. You gotta do something, so, otherwise both of them might hurt for having people in it, so.
Well, the museum's having extra stuff too this year.
Yeah, museum is gonna have a lot of extra stuff too, so.
Is there any other board comment?
I got a couple of things. We're going to be looking at buying a new laptop and driver's license scanner for voting. So I do need to get permission so Beth and I can start looking for that.
Okay.
Which I think we want to try to get it by this weekend. So I'm thinking like $1,200 cap, like at the most is what we would spend.
Yeah.
You know, it'd probably be a lot cheaper than that, but I just want to make sure we're okay with that. And then we'll go over it.
Does the state have a security grant available this year for reimbursement on that?
They don't, but
No?
they said that we can buy it and then at least send it to them and see if they'll do it,
Okay.
but there's no money that they have spoken of yet. So, but they said, go ahead and get what we need, and then I'll just send it in and see if they'll pay us.
Okay.
So I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay, and then the other thing, huh?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and the other thing was, I wanna thank you guys for dump day. Absolutely wonderful
No.
idea.
The most I've seen in all the years
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
been doing it was right there.
I think it was a great way of giving back to the township, because anybody who knows that, how much it costs to go take anything to the dump to clean things up, it costs a lot of money. So I think a lot of people took advantage of it this year, and I think if we would like to consider even another one in the fall, if the people wanna start cleaning up their yards and they know that, you know, I think that would be an option if we wanted another one in September. I mean, it's a good time for people to take advantage and clean up their yards.
And
And
by 9 o'clock, they were just.
They were,
about full.
yeah, by 9, they were full.
I couldn't believe, they were lined up the hill. Trucks and trailers.
yeah, so
I knew just about everybody who came there, except for
Right.
maybe 2.
right?
Other than that,
And a few people in town took,
oh yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
so I think if they think, okay, let's do this again, maybe by the time we have our big 150th celebration, maybe the yards will look nice, you know, worth a shot, you
I
know.
figured after, we've been doing this 6 years.
It's something to consider,
7
maybe
years,
have
we've
another
run out
one
of
in
stuff and all
September.
Did you get the bills yet?
No,
Well,
Who
what's
did
the
the
cost of it?
dumpsters?
Let's-
we didn't get them, yeah.
Well,
I know.
Here?
This is where the bill will come from.
But I think last year, wasn't it like 3,000 or something?
Well, we had, and this year we had ended up getting 2 more dumpsters.
Yeah,
It was just a mound on the ground. And you don't wanna turn the people away, once they get the truck all
Yeah,
loaded
let's,
up and
let's see
stuff,
what the
so.
bill looks like.
we can look at the bill
Yeah,
and
before we
then,
do
yeah,
another
And
one.
But I mean, I'm open to the idea. I mean, if it's gonna go over that well.
And
that's a
it helps.
positive. I mean, last year it wasn't anywhere near that.
No.
so maybe we can.
But
get
we
a lot of
also
people-
had people drop off mattresses after we left,
Yeah.
air conditioners, a freezer, and an I'm not gonna sit there down there all night, but, you know,
Yeah.
so.
Put a trail cam up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true, that's what I might put mine out there just to.
yeah. But anyway, so kudos to you guys. Thank you. And then shout out to Maxine. Thank you for planting the flowers. They look nice. They're
They're growing.
gonna grow year after year after year, and we never have to spend that. How much money was it? Like $100
$100.
$100.
Chris Fader's wife went and weed eated all that yesterday.
Oh, oh, okay.
Along the highway and around the,
See, and we'll see like if a lot of that
The
other
sign.
stuff still comes back up,
yeah.
because maybe it will just,
Cause she asked if we were gonna do the curbs, I said with the construction, they're gonna be, they're probably all gonna get flattened over.
and then if we do, we'll do kind of the same
Well,
stuff she just bought.
Yeah, if they do take all the curbs out and redo it and they're gonna wreck them, we can take them lilies out of there.
Well, next year will be when they'll probably do that, it won't be this
They
year.
won't do the curbs with the highway going?
That will be part of the 388 project.
Okay,
Here they're just blacktop.
Alright,
Yeah.
but anyway, so, yeah, so she picked out some really nice ones that'll come back every year then, different colors. And so, that'll be good, so then she spent $100 and that's good.
Did you get the banner you wanted to get?
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, forgot them at home. Yep, I got,
Well, let me know when we can put, maybe this weekend we can put them up.
okay, they're, like, you can see them two-sided, but if you look over from this side, it's gonna be backwards. So I'm gonna sew two together, and then I'll get them ready to hook up.
I know a guy, Dave Gergel, said he would help.
Oh, my God.
He's out of town.
You be on town? No, we'll put them up this weekend so they're up there.
Yeah, they'll be good.
Yeah, they look very
Then we
sharp.
got a couple extra too, we want to put them up there.
Yeah, we thought we
8
could
feet
find
by
a place like right
8
on
by
here.
6 feet on
Yeah,
the side of the building or whatever.
Yeah.
Got a few flags I gotta replace too.
yeah. So,
And a couple that fell down that I gotta put back up.
Yeah, they're on the trailer down there in the garage, them too.
I'll do that this weekend.
and that's all I had then.
Okay,
I think that's all I got.
public comment. Commissioner Johnson, you have anything for us?
No, I do not.
No?
What they had?
No. I was just stopping to see if you had anything for me.
Not yet.
Yeah? Well, usually I hear it if you do, I just.
Yeah.
Didn't bring none of your signs, did you?
I got some in the truck, yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah, if anybody's looking, I have signs in the truck. Appreciate any support. And the race is going good. So, got a forum 2 Thursdays from now, up in Gladstone. Just cemented that, yeah. So, we'll have all the Republican candidates for that seat there.
That's up at the Gladstone Post, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Anybody else? Bruce?
Some of this was brought up before in the meeting here, but I got a series of questions. Right in back of the club here, and then just across the alley, whose responsibility is that to mow the grass there?
That is the schools, because that is
They
their
should
project.
contact the school then.
I was looking at
They're
that
on my
Saturday.
grass list. That
Yeah.
whole playground looks like crap.
Yeah, they're supposed to take care of that side of the fence, because it's their property.
Yeah.
Second question, sewer man. I see he's got a new car, he's got a new pickup, or I mean, side-by-side. Is he started paying yet?
Oh, hell. I thought you were talking about roll beds. What the hell are you roll beds are going freaking side by side?
There you go.
He's a sewer man.
When's the last time we heard from them?
Been a while. Yeah.
He's got 2 new vehicles, he's
Oh,
got a
yeah.
new side-by-side.
Well, that's always been the case,
Yeah.
so.
Third thing, west side of Oak Street is still a shithole. Mattresses, box springs, appliances, tires. They had the chance there. Did they do anything?
That must be Jaguars.
I think.
Right by your garage?
The next one.
One of them,
Just north of my garage, the next 2-3 houses, they're all.
one of them was definitely dumping stuff down on Saturday because they were right
It
in
was a
front of me.
coach that was
Yeah.
gone, but I mean,
Yeah.
the mattresses, box springs are still there, tires are there, appliance in the backyard, I mean, it's just,
Put them on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and,
Benefit of the
you
doubt.
know, there's 3 houses in town that should be torn down. Do people still pay?
Well,
taxes on-
actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot to bring it up.
And you were gonna bring it up. You can talk about that.
The house, the one on the alley on 3rd Street,
There's 2 of them on 3rd Street and
Yeah.
one on Park.
the one on the alley on
Yeah.
3rd
The
Street,
white one,
yeah.
okay.
I've heard that that's gonna go up for tax sale.
They gave them an extension.
Oh, all right, well, never mind.
Great.
I know Adam's supposed to tear the one of his down.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know when, but I know he's supposed to tear it down.
Because the backyard of that is just full of trash.
Oh, that's the one on Park Avenue,
No,
get tore down?
Yeah, Adams is on Park, but the one he's talking about is,
3rd.
it's
yeah, the
on
one
the
we were
alley
talking
there.
about.
yeah.
Okay, yep, the two of them next door to each
Each
other,
other,
yeah.
yeah.
And even the one on the corner of 3rd and Oak Street,
Yeah.
you know.
Is it
The
like,
shed, the
can they
roof's
have a
all
bonfire?
collapsed, it's just.
No, Pat
No.
won't, yeah,
Pat
they don't
won't
do
let
that
Listening
anymore.
like
What's
this.
that?
Can they have a
Burn houses
bonfire?
for training.
No, our insurance won't let us do it.
No.
Well, can the people have the bonfire to burn their garbage?
Oh, and the other thing, fireworks insurance. Carol sent me the bill today.
Oh, the cheap,
Yeah, it's $25.50.
so she want to use to pay half, did you say, or?
Well, typically we pay half.
Yeah, because we didn't get the Hannibal grant this year, I don't know what happened there, but that usually covered our insurance. So I would say half, I don't want Township to pay the whole freaking thing.
Is the order already put in?
The thing that's been here for a couple weeks, I think.
Okay. I'll make a motion to contribute half, $12.25.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That seems like it's less than last year.
Yeah, because we didn't spend as much money on, it goes by the amount of explosives you
It's not
buy
often things go
and the
down.
size of them, that's what your insurance goes by.
Anybody else?
Oh, I got
Oh,
one more.
go ahead.
The last thing is, and you brought it up before, the copy that was in the lofts from Powers of what the ordinances are gonna be
Yeah.
enforced and stuff like that. You know, what do they have to do here?
Yep,
to
that's
get
why I had
something
the,
done?
the sheriff send us all the information.
Yeah,
what we have
if
to
they're
do.
willing to do that, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
They've done it on the south end, a couple of people, he said, so.
Anybody else?
If I understood it correctly, we had QPAD do the 5-year rec plan,
Yep,
which would allow us to be eligible to apply for grants through the DNR, so on and so forth. I was happy to hear about the potential of putting the shelter over the well on the point. Has anyone applied for any type of a grant, even if it was the Hannibal grant this spring?
no, but we could put in for the fall round for that on Hannahville, for sure.
And my other question is in regards to the camping. Has there been any type of protocol put in place for that?
No, not yet.
So, Mr. Shane, you had indicated before that everything needed to be surveyed, and I do understand there's a certain amount of footage that's allowable. Has any of that been taken care of yet?
It all has to be drawn out by engineer. The whole campground. Because the DNR wants everything drawn out. You know how they work with their grants. And I haven't had time to, I'd have to get with Scotty because he does them. That's in his wheelhouse, but
Well, the reason I'm asking is according to Eagle, that was one of the first things that they indicated, that the
Yeah.
survey needs to be done, then you can draw out your plan. I mean, we were out there a couple weeks ago and I see that someone was out there camping. How long are they going to be there? And, you know, what kind of protocol do we have in place?
Really, we have none.
No, but you've had to roust people out
Oh,
of,
yeah.
you've roust people out of there
Yeah.
before. That, I mean, 2 weeks should be the longest.
Yeah.
But I mean, there should be some sort of an ordinance or a protocol. It shouldn't just be a private decision, correct?
Right.
Have we looked into the potential of expanding the sewer line so that we would at least have a dump station out there?
It would cost way
No,
more.
it'd be too exorbitant of a
Because then we'd have to
cost.
have a lift station out there. We'd have to have a lift station by Golden Shores, or on the other end, to pump it all the way over to my Wheels' old house.
So the answer is we haven't looked into that yet?
No.
Okay.
Well, I asked our sewer guy, and he said there ain't no frickin' way. All the permits you're gonna have to go along that lake with that, it'd be an ungodly amount of money. I mean, you can talk to Jason, he will tell you, I mean, he deals with that every day. You know,
I mean, really, the only way that might work, and I know that's gonna, it would set Pat off and it would set Janet off, would be if we extended the sewer down into that neighborhood and put a dump station right at the end of the Point Road on the corner. That would be a more viable option than running it all the way out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, well, that's what we had talked
Yeah,
about initially.
but you would have to get all the
They would all
homeowners
have-
out there to wanna do that, and I don't know if there's any
If they
stomach
To
for
run the
that.
line all the way down the end of the road
Yeah.
towards me, I don't have a problem.
That's right.
Oh,
And one other thing.
but it would still probably require a lift station in order to do that. So,
it's uphill.
yeah.
Okay.
And I only had one other thing to say, and that was, thank you, Maxine. My understanding is that you're doing a fabulous job with the taxes.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else? Joe?
Go ahead, Pat.
Oh,
Pat?
go ahead. No, you're okay.
I was just gonna, two things. Did it end up costing the township anything to dig that road up?
No.
after the flood? Okay. My second question is, after all the flooding in South Main with the sewer, are you guys ever gonna run that pipe jetter thing through the sewers like you used to do? The last one that did it was Bob Smith.
No.
And then when I asked you about it, you said it was broke, but you got it fixed.
Yeah, we had to get a new hose for it. So Kralovich should be doing that. But we couldn't get water either so now we have to go through Pat to get water too, because we have to fill that up out of that down there too.
Because I know they haven't been done for at least 8 years.
I know.
But I'm thinking with all of that coming up, you know, I mean, I even had slow drainage, because I don't know if it's backing up from the manhole to my house. So I was just
Well, if it was
curious.
backed up to the manhole, everybody in that street would know because everybody would be backed up.
But it was coming up out of the sewer, the manhole covered down.
Right, because there was so much water, the sewer, the pumps couldn't keep up. They were full right to the top. When we had all that rain, I mean, them pumps can't keep up with that much water. That's why it was coming out on South Main. And he had to fill a bunch of paperwork for that because, you know, you have sewer going into the woods or whatever. But I'll tell him to get on jet and then though. I'll let Jason
That was
know
a poor design when you put that system in, because that pipe is actually halfway down at the bottom of that pit. That pit should have been deeper,
Deeper.
and it's not.
That's
That's why you
the
get that backup in there.
That's the same thing that happened when, remember when you had the one by St. Ange's too, wasn't deep enough.
Yeah. Yeah, poorly designed. Not any updates on 388 from Hermansville to Faithorn?
Next year.
Next year.
Next year.
That's
Next
when that's
year,
being done, 27, yeah.
How come it got backed up?
Something to
Because
do
they
with
didn't know whether or not the grant was gonna get Doge
the, yeah.
in,
Really?
when the administration took over. So they
Year lull in
Yeah,
there.
there was a year lull put into it, so, yeah.
Cause we met with them this winter and it's
Yeah, well,
2027.
it was last winter when they originally
Yeah.
told us that though. Winter of 25 was when they told us it would be.
Are they gonna
27.
dust oil these roads anytime soon? People are, I mean, I called last Monday, and they said they were gonna start dust oil. Well, Philip, he can't see his freaking house.
Well, they gotta at least get out on that road and fill some holes in, especially right by Bertolini's there.
Yeah.
On the top of that hill, there's nothing but
I
gravel
told him that last
and,
year.
it's full of holes, so you hit that and you're almost sideways.
Yep, somebody's gonna end up rolled over in the.
Well, sure they're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's right on that hill right there,
Yeah.
so you're coming over it
Yeah.
and, yeah.
But now you gotta go through Cass, because they're not giving the new guy's number out until he gets
Yeah.
used to doing it.
Well, you should be on that, I mean, that's a county road.
Yeah. You wanna call Daryl tomorrow?
I can call him, I'll call him about the
I
dust
mean, it's
oil
a
too,
dirty
'cause
shame that road falling apart.
our dust oil order
Shoulder should have been
was
taken
put
care of.
in
Yeah.
before the last meeting.
They haven't done any, I go on all these roads all day long, they haven't done any of it. I don't know what the heck they're doing.
Isn't there's funding for those roads, isn't there? They get funding annually for the roads that maintain the shoulders and everything?
Usually, I know.
How come the roads have never had anything done with the shoulders? Nothing.
You ever see that new thing they got now?
I seen that, yeah.
That's what they use to fill the shoulders
That's-
back.
Yeah,
I
that's a
said, what
joke.
in the hell do you call that freaking thing?
The auger on the
It
grader.
looks like a little tiller on the side.
But they do get funding for it, I can't remember what the name of it is, but there's funding for those roads annually to maintain them roads. And they haven't been maintained in years.
No, that's all federal aid, that's all federal aid,
Yeah.
about 388.
So,
They're on the north end of the county.
yeah, well, it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter where we're at in the county. It should be taken care of, and they haven't done nothing with it. And I'm not saying that's the whole reason why that road's bad, but that's part of the reason. The shoulders are higher than the road is. The water can't shed off of it.
Anything else? If not, motion to adjourn,
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
all in favor?